Welcome back to Ruskier Field in Villa Grove as the Douglas County Digest.com varsity football game of the week continues right here on DCD Sports. Glad you're with us alongside Alan Patton. This is Jerry Girardi, and it is a 41-0 halftime lead for the home team, Villa Grove Blue Devils, who were playoff bound going in, and this really solidifies their spot, and perhaps they can get a nice first round seed out of this. For the East Central Panthers, I tell you, just what more can you say, Alan Patton? What more can you say?
Well, yeah, it's pretty much symptomatic of what's gone on this season for the Panthers. As we said, they've only scored 48 points this season, and they've only scored more than one touchdown one time, and that was a couple weeks ago against Tri-County when they lost 35-14. So yeah, it's been a rough go for the Panthers. As we said, it's been a while since they had a winning season. That was back in 2003. They went 6-4 and made the Class 2A playoffs under Jeremy Clodfelder, and then lost their first round game to Tremont 48-27. And as we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, they have not won since October 8th of 2010, a victory over Martinsville. So it's a tough go for the East Central Panthers. Taking a look at the halftime statistics for the Villa Grove Blue Devils, as you might imagine, they have a big edge in the halftime stats. Blue Devils 272 yards unofficially in total offense in the first half. 23 rushing plays, 193 yards. John Henderson has carried the ball 8 times for 130 yards. Austin Hubbard has carried 4 times for 107 yards and a touchdown. Terrion Price has carried 9 times for 24 yards and 2 scores. And Shane Frick has carried the ball twice for 32 yards and a touchdown. In the passing department, John Henderson is 4 of 7 for 79 yards and 2 touchdowns. Gabe Palmer's caught 2 passes for 29 yards and a touchdown. Shane Frick has caught 1 for 26 and a touchdown. Austin Hubbard has caught 1 for 24 yards in the first half. Surprisingly, Villa Grove has not had to punt in the first half. They've got 8 first downs unofficially. As I said, the only fly in the ointment for the Blue Devils in the first half comes in the penalty column. They have been called for 8 penalties for 55 yards, and several of those were encroachment calls on defense, a couple holding calls on offense, and as I said, that would be the only thing Chad Musselman has to to complain about here in the first half. And taking a look at the Villa Grove, or the East Central stats, very, very lopsided, as I said. They have 32 yards in offense, total offense for the first half. Rushing, 19 carries, 6 total yards. Tyler Price carried the ball 8 times for minus 27 yards. DJ Robertson, 6 carries for 14. Johnny Craig, 2 carries for 11. JJ Keski, 3 carries for 8 yards. In the passing department, Price is 2 of 10 for 26 yards. Dalton Mannon has 1 catch for 13, and Cole Board, the tight end, has 1 catch for 13 yards. Probably about the only bright spot has been the punting of DJ Robertson. I've got him unofficially, 4 punts for a 40-yard average, but he did have 1 block toward the end of the first half. 7 fumbles unofficially for the East Central Panthers. They've only lost 1, but the fumbles have just really put a damper in their any offensive execution they've wanted. And only 1 penalty for 15 yards, and they have 5 first downs in the first half of play. So 41-0, Villa Grove on top. It'll be a running clock for the second half. Both teams coming out onto the field. Taking a look at the LOVC standings coming into week number 9. Of course, Cerro Gordo, DeLand, Weldon, Bement leading the way with an 8-0 overall record and 5-0 in the conference. They're at home against Arcola tonight. Villa Grove in second place, 7-1 overall, 4-1 in the conference. Arthur Lovington, Atwood, Hammond, 6-2 overall, 3-2 in the conference. They are at Martinsville tonight. So Cerro Gordo, Bement, Villa Grove, Arthur Lovington, Atwood, Hammond are all in the playoffs. So those 3 teams will be moving on to playoff action next week. Arcola, they need a win tonight at Cerro Gordo. They're 4-4 with a 3-2 conference mark. They have to win and hope they have enough opponent victories to get them in. Tri-County's 3-5 overall, 2-4 in the conference. Martinsville 2-6 overall, 1-4 in the LOVC, and East Central 0-8 and 0-5. So we told you about the conference games tonight. Tri-County has completed their conference schedule. They're playing a non-conference game at Palestine Hudsonville tonight. Tomorrow night, the playoff pairings will be announced for all 8 classes. I think they start about 8 o'clock or somewhere around in there. And so we'll find out where Villa Grove, Arthur Lovington, Atwood, Hammond, and Cerro Gordo, DeLand, Weldon, Bement will be playing. Cerro Gordo, Villa Grove should get home games by virtue of their record. Cerro Gordo definitely will be. If they beat Arcola, they'll be 9-0, and they'll get a home game. Villa Grove Villa Grove holds on. They'll be 8-1. They should get a home game. Arthur Lovington, Atwood, Hammond, they'd be 7-2. You don't know. You just kind of have to see where what the other records are of the other teams in class. I think Arthur Lovington may be a Class 2A school because of the co-op with Atwood Hammond. That might put them over the. I think Bill. Just going by the enrollment figures right now, Cerro Gordo would be a 2A team. Arthur Lovington might be a 2A team. Villa Grove would be pretty sure be a 1A team. So we just kind of have to wait and see how that all shakes out tomorrow night as far as who's in what class and who's playing whom and where they're playing.
And we hope to bring you some of those games for the postseason. And so it's do or die time for Purple Riders and also the other Cold War team, Tuscola. That one among our Douglas County Digest teams, if you will, that we've covered there, as they are going against Argenta Oriana as we speak, hoping to keep a playoff streak alive that extends a long time. And here is the start of the second half kickoff in this one here, taken from the 20. And that was number 20, Nathan Bradley, on the return. And
I think we've got either a face mask penalty thrown. Ball was returned by Nathan Bradley, a freshman, out to the 20 or to the 30. Face mask against the East Central Panthers. So that'll be a 15-yard walk-off, and Villa Grove will get the football. 1st and 10 to start the second half, and the clock will be running. The penalty getting walked off to the 45-yard line. Face mask against the East Central Panthers. So Villa Grove with good field position to get the second half started. Looks like the starters coming back out for the Blue Devils. Dustin White in at a wide receiver on the near side. He started some for the Blue Devils.
1st and 10 from the 45, and Henderson's going to keep it. And he's going to fall forward for a 3-yard gain to the 48-yard line. Got a good shot, got a good vantage point here, whether or not he's faking it or handing it off here. So,
yeah, don't you wish I could just stay in front of us and we can see it a lot better. Because sometimes the angle's not so good, and he fakes us out once in a while.
I can attest to that for sure. 2nd down and 7, 2 wings. Hubbard is wing left. Shane Frick wing right. Handoff. Nope. There you go, Henderson.
Henderson once again. He's got the first down.
Inside the 45 to about the 44 of East Central.
So that's about 8 yards on the play. They needed 7. 9th first down of the ball game for the Blue Devils.
And as Alan Patton mentioned, a continuous clock running in the second half, barring anything crazy. Terrion Price.
And I think he fumbled it.
Yeah. Loose ball, and a side judge coming over, and he is indicating East Central football.
East Central football. First turnover of the game for Villa Grove. So Price had it, I think it stripped right around the 35. So he got about 9 on the play, but then lost the football at their own 30, they're going to call it 36. Just outside the 35-yard line. Dalton Mannon wide to the left side. Looks like they're running that trips formation on the right. Here's a handoff up the middle. And let's see, I think that was DJ Robertson taking the football. And he got a couple on the play. Terrion Price gets the credit for the tackle. Ball out to the 38. That's the 7th carry for DJ Robertson for 16 yards. He's kind of been the workhorse of the offense for the season. Robertson, 81 carries, 358 yards. No touchdowns rushing. About a 4.4 yard per carry average.
2nd down and 8. Tyler Price fires far side, and he got his man there. Cole Board. And Cole Board gets it out to midfield. And tackle there by Austin Hubbard as well as Noah Palmer, but not before. A first down for the Panthers.
Second catch for Cole Board. He's a load to bring down. As we said, 6 feet, 240. That's his second catch for 25 yards. It's only the 3rd completion of the ball game for Tyler Price.
First down right at midfield.
Price hands off to Robertson. He goes over the right side. He gets a couple, and then there's a flag thrown by the head linesman coming in from the far side. And I don't know, it may be against the Blue Devils.
We'll check it right now.
Equipment violation, I think. Let's see, I'm looking at my handy dandy chart here. Or illegal helmet contact. It's either
a what?
It's helmet contact, apparently.
Big walk-off there. At the end of the play, 15-yarder.
So whoever was called by against Villa Grove, they made contact with the helmet, head-to-head contact. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Ball at about the 33-yard line. And here's a
Keski there.
Keski. He got the ball kind of late.
Villa Grove really just stormed into the backfield there. And
DJ Robertson was the ball carrier. He lost a yard. Going to be 2nd down and 11 from the 34-yard line. So East Central got the penalty, but then they lost a yard, and Villa Grove defense got right in there, and they just about got the handoff instead of DJ Robertson. Max Daly wide to the right side. Dalton Mannon to the left. Backs in the eye behind Tyler Price, the sophomore quarterback.
Max Daly's in motion number 6 from right to left. And they're going to talk this one over. And as they talk it over, let's mention our sponsors for Douglas County Digest.com. And we'd like to thank them all season long for their generosity and support. Edward Jones, Jim Kleiss. Edward Jones, Jim Kleiss, serving Douglas County in Tuscola on Route 36. Villa Grove State Bank, your community bank since 1919 in downtown Villa Grove. Arthur Flowers and Gift Shops. Flowers, gifts, and 20 flavors of fudge in downtown Arthur. Longview State Bank, we belong together with 4 locations, Villa Grove, Newman, Camargo, and Sydney. State Farm, John Davis, serving all of Douglas County, located in Tuscola. Hillard Insurance Agency, your neighborhood agency in both Tuscola and Villa Grove. Main Street Gallery, local Douglas County photos and frames in Arcola. Rick's Country Market, the freshest foods with down home prices in Villa Grove. Hilligosh Schrader Funeral Homes in Tuscola, Arthur and Arcola. A. Patterson Springs and Bed and Breakfast in historic Patterson Springs between Camargo and Tuscola. Paulie's Barbecue, the best smoked meats cooked right here at home in Arthur. Sewing by Kathy. Alter, repair or new, it's up to you in Tuscola, next to Edward Jones, Tuscola National Bank, the only locally owned and managed bank in Douglas County since 1890. State Bank of Arthur, and an interception by Villa Grove. East Central going for the pass play downfield, and
Jake Reefstack picked that one off. And I think for Jake, that is his 3rd interception of the season. So right after the timeout, Villa Grove gets the football, and they're going to start at their own 33-yard line.
And definitely special thanks to the cities of Arcola, Arthur, Tuscola, and Villa Grove. And Villa Grove says thank you to East Central there. And they are back on offense with a commanding 41-0 lead with the clock in their favor and a running play.
Looks like that was Terrion Price carried it.
From the 33 to about the 37. So a 4-yard pickup there. And we wish the best of luck to the schools, and we wish the best of luck to the playoff-bound schools in a big way indeed. Henderson faked the inside handoff, pitches out to Hubbard instead. Couple of flags thrown there as Hubbard was trying to break that tackle on the outside.
Lorenzo Fenvis came in from the secondary. I think we got a clip or a block in the back. There are 2 flags thrown about the 35-yard line. And Henderson was going to be thrown for a little bit, for a loss on the play, I think. And they're going to mark it from the 32. Nope, they're going to decline the penalty. So they're going to take the loss on the play. Loss of 5 on the play. Going to be 3rd down. And about a 10 to go. Ball at the 32, 33-yard line, I guess they're going to say.
Here is Henderson. Henderson close to a 1st down.
Yeah, he's out to about the 43, so I'm going to say he's awfully close.
Very close indeed.
Well, they're going to say 4th down in inches. So 4th and inches for the Blue Devils. Henderson just going to take it on the quarterback sneak. And he should get the yardage. We'll wait and see where they spot the football.
Trying to separate the pile there.
You got to take a timeout for a measurement. Kind of review a little bit the Blue Devil season so far. They opened their week by defeating Westville 39-12, then came home for their home opener and defeated Schlarman 82-6. That was one of Schlarman's last games this season before they ended up forfeiting the rest of their season. Then they played Crossroads Academy here at home, beat them 54-7. Beat Martinsville to open LOVC play 44-6. Won an exciting game at Arcola 33-19. Lost an exciting game here at home to Cerro Gordo 21-14. Then defeated, by the way, they did not make the first down. So East Central takes over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And then last week they beat Tri-County 52-13. So Villa Grove 7-1. And with a commanding lead here in the third quarter, 41-0. No scoring here in the second half. East Central back with the football in Villa Grove territory.
Clock back running, 1:45 to play. And here comes a pass play. Price completes it.
Cole Board.
Yes.
He's got enough for the first down. Coming over the middle. Gets inside the 30 to the 28. 14-yard gain on the play. That's the third pass that's been completed to Cole Board out of 4 completions for Tyler Price.
And another one right in the middle of the field, too.
Yeah, Price looks very comfortable in the shotgun formation, a lot better than he did under center. He was having all sorts of trouble with the exchange.
Takes a snap, fires, incomplete, broken up nicely by Stephen Miller there, as he's been a menace to Mannon all game long there.
Dalton Mannon, the intended receiver. As you said, Miller's been all over him like the proverbial cheap suit.
I know about those.
I don't know where that came from, but
it's okay.
That's one of those sports cliches.
Bear with us. We're in the final half a minute now in the third quarter. A 2nd and 10 after the incompletion.
Mannon to the left, Daly to the right. Here's a pitch to Robertson. He tries to cut back upfield, and he's only going to get a yard maybe. So
final 10 seconds left. I think he had a notion to do an option play, but he decided, no, let's keep it on the ground here, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter of play here at Russ Gear Field. The Villa Grove Blue Devils are 1 quarter away. They are 12 football minutes away from returning to the playoffs. They're out in front 41-0 over the East Central Panthers.